Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Money in the Bank 2018 review. Let me just start off, this show, we're going to get to it in a second, but I want to just talk about a little something about this channel right here. I was looking at my analytics. Did you know that most people that watch this channel actually are watching me on the YouTube watch page? I've been seeing all the views that I get on the thousands of videos I have posted. Most people are watching them through the YouTube watch page. Guys, if you like the videos, seriously, just if you could subscribe, click the bell so you get the notifications, because I don't think a lot of people know. I'm like looking at like some of these videos, and people request certain things, and I've done certain things. So, seriously, I have game reviews on this channel. I have movie reviews on this channel. At the end of every video, I embed links to other videos, so you could go check them out. If you're bored with the wrestling content, I am putting up a lot of gaming videos. I have a video where I talk about E3. I've been talking about music again on this channel. Re-reviewed the Gorillaz album Humans that was released last year in celebration of the album that's going to be released this year. So just do me a favor. I mean, seriously, if you're a fan, if you like the style of this channel and what I've got to offer, just, it takes 2 seconds. Subscribe, click the bell, because I mean, you guys are watching, but I think you're missing out on a lot of good content that I'm proud of here on this channel. Because, wrestling is not getting any better, and I'm not saying I'm ever going to stop doing the reviews, but, this show tonight, it's like one step towards that. So, if you could do me that favor, I would greatly appreciate it, guys. So, we start off the show with Daniel Bryan defeating Big Cass, and this was better than their match at Backlash, but there's only one problem here. Since Big Cass has returned, this guy hasn't won a single match. I don't think he has. Since he came, have you ever seen this before? A guy comes back and he hasn't won a single match. I think even Kurt Hawkins, when he first came back, he at least won one match. Big Cass, I mean, you're trying to build up a 7-footer. To all the people that say, oh, McMahon still loves the muscle men, McMahon still loves the tall guys. No, I don't think so. So, this was a decent match, but I am getting so sick of this. I want to see this feud end. Wade Keller is talking about this match going on in Extreme Rules, and maybe there'll be a stipulation. Yeah, maybe there'll be a stipulation, but you know what I rather? There not be another match. A third match is overkill. We've already seen enough of it. It is time to move on to something different. This is not working. They need to give Big Cass better material, or just let him go. When he went off on his own, he was doing excellent. I realized that was when he was a baby face, but I think the guy could probably get it done. These promos were so scripted. I don't like you because you're small. That joke, I mean, that in-joke, they had the carnival ride thing. You must be this tall to ride. They went so overboard with it, and it wasn't even good. It was these droning on promos. I mean, this feud just better end already. Don't make this like Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor, where it just keeps going on for months despite everybody not liking it. Then we go backstage for one of the biggest BS segments I've ever seen in my life. Kevin Owens offers pancakes to the New Day. They get like super excited. The highlight here was Big E. I'm telling you guys, Big E is the most entertaining out of the bunch of goofballs here. I could definitely see him going on to bigger and better things, but they're holding this guy back. They're keeping him in this team. I don't know why we're not going other places. You can clearly see that Big E is putting the most effort And I'm, not to say that these guys don't put in effort, but it's ridiculous. It's the same act repeated over and over. What's the deal with the pancakes anyway? And you're really gonna eat pancakes out of a freaking garbage bag? Like they're Oscar the Grouch? What is this? Why are they eating pancakes out of a trash? And Kevin Owens took the time to like cook all these pancakes for them. Not only that, but he said he doesn't like pancakes. Yeah, right. I mean, I guess take a look at this guy. Does it look like he doesn't like pancakes? I'd say he does by the looks of him. So they tell him to get out. How dare you not like pancakes? He says he's not a big fan of breakfast. Am I really watching this? I'm watching a man explain why he doesn't like breakfast. I mean, guys, seriously. Money in the Bank. I'm supposed to sit here for 4 hours. And I sat through a majority of it. I really did. I'm not saying my attention was completely on this show. I was on the computer while I was watching this show. But I pretty much watched it. It was on. I was in the same room. And, you get stuff like... Then the next match is Lashley defeating Sami Zayn. Just a basic match. I'm happy they didn't let Sami get anything in. They just destroyed Sami. Wade Keller is crying his eyes out. They buried Sami Zayn. This just did get a little bit boring though at the end. You just kept suplexing. I was like, just end it. Should have just ended it after the first suplex. That's all you needed. There was no need to continue on with this match and do 3 suplexes, and then do the Bruno Sammartino backbreaker to him. There was no need for all that stuff. It would have been just give him 1 delayed suplex, end it. We're like, all right, Lashley just beat him because he's Lashley. Look at him. Now I hope we can move on. No more sisters. No more exposés from Sami Zayn. I mean, it was painful enough getting here, so I'm just going to say, thank God it's over. Seth Rollins defeated Elias. Let me just say right here, Seth Rollins, he's trying to sell a leg injury, and he's going up to the top rope, willingly doing a superplex. Then he converts it into the Falcon Arrow, which he does every match, which is an insult to every single... This used to be a finisher. This was Barry Windham's finisher. When Chris Benoit did this move, he like crash and stuff, and it would take like almost a minute for them to get off the mat because you're delivering a move right onto your back from the top rope. So to sell it, this guy, no, he's getting right back up and doing another big move. What an insult to everybody who did the move before him. And, Ben Hameen talks about this on the Vince Russo podcast as well when they review Raw and SmackDown. This guy is making every other wrestler who sold for that move look like a damn goofball. All those years spitting in the faces of all those legends who performed this move. Stone Cold did this move from time to time. Kurt Angle's done it. I mean, countless wrestlers performing the superplex and selling for it. This guy, no, don't have to sell. And he's selling the knee, but it was like his match with Triple H. But then he goes up to the top rope, and this was at WrestleMania 2 years ago, and does the Phoenix Splash of all moves, which could just fucking destroy your knee in 2 seconds. And this guy's going up to the top rope. He's going up to the top rope with a bad knee. He went up to the top rope with a bad knee in that match. And here he is again. Oh, I'm getting up just fine and doing another move. Guys, I know it's fake, but wrestlers at least sold. There's a reason this is actually taking place in real life. So they're supposed to be acting. So this is like somebody getting shot and just walking around and grabbing the local paper and maybe getting a coffee at a diner. I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, what does this guy do? And this match should have been over. They should have given it to Elias. When Elias did that sequence, he sidesteps that goofball suicide dive, grabs him by his big nose noggin, slams him into the post, slams him into the steps, throws him back in the ring, hits a Macho Man elbow. It should have been over, but he kicks out. But he kicks out. He kicks out. You gotta be kidding. That's a match ender right there. Hello? You hit all those moves in sequence. Bam, 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 bam. 4 moves, 1 counter, 3 other moves, a finisher, an elbow drop. People compare him to Macho Man, for God's sakes. And the match is not over? And Rollins goes over with some stupid-ass roll-up? Because I don't need a character. I'm the greatest wrestler. I'm the architect. I'm Iowa's own. I'm the King Slayer. Ah! You gotta be kidding me. I mean, come on. What was this? For all intents and purposes, Elias should have won. Alexa won the women's Money in the Bank. I was losing interest in this match. I seriously was. I mean, like, spot, board. I mean, great. I mean, I like Alexa. You guys know I'm a fan, but, you know, this was just going on and on for me. I was like, oh, all right, I've had enough. Then we had Roman Reigns defeating Jinder Mahal. Predictable result, of course. I mean, like, I don't get it. I don't, like, why do we have this match? Roman's, like, just having a regular singles match. I mean, you know, and the thing is, you guys say that he's the top guy. If anything, they spotlighted Rollins more by being able to kick out after a sequence like that and be Marathon Man, like the current gimmick they're doing with him, if you can even refer to it as a gimmick. Roman Reigns is, like, not doing anything on the show important. He's just having a simple grudge match. And, you know, it was just, you know, it was a decent match. It was very basic, and the crowd were just, you know, completely out of it. This was a very smarky crowd tonight, and, you know, they were just being annoying during this match. There was nothing particularly wrong with it. It was just predictable. There was no point on having a match like this where we already know the result. It's not even like Jinder looked strong in the feud where he looked like he could win. Completely pointless. Carmella defeated Asuka. And I gotta say, I liked the part during this match when Ellsworth returned. I don't know why Asuka just kind of stood there. The reaction was a bit over the top, and they were standing there for a good 2 minutes before anything really happened. And Asuka got the second pinfall loss, and I'm surprised the smarky crowd didn't boo the fact that Asuka lost. So I guess they're already losing interest in Asuka, but you know, there's somebody standing there in a mask in the same robe as her. He takes off the mask, and it's Ellsworth. And I don't know why. I know this guy's a goofball, but you know, at least he's a character. I will say that. At least the guy has an interesting look. He has no chin. Like, like that is his gimmick. I know it, but he really has, like, no chin at all. That thing is, like, it's non-existent. But I like the big exaggerated wink that he did. I thought it was funny. You know, and I'm happy to see him come back. It adds a bit of flavor to Carmella's performance, to her presentation. And I'm sure he's going to be there to stay. I don't think this was just a one-off, because they were up on the stage celebrating. And I hope they don't really do the dog collar thing anymore. That was going a bit too much for me. But I'm happy to see him back. I am. You know, it's so boring on SmackDown. This will at least make things a bit more fun having Ellsworth around, you know, just so he could do, you know, goofballish stuff. It's entertaining. AJ Styles defeated Nakamura. I fast forwarded through this. Seriously, this last man standing match went on and on and on. And when you fast forward 7-8 minutes after you've already been watching the match for 10 minutes, you know this match is way too long. I mean, my God. This thing went on and on and on. And AJ, the payoff is at the end. AJ finally gets the low blow in. Hits the phenomenal forearm from the inside to the outside, putting him through the table. That's the 10 count right there. Please, please end this feud for the love of God. This has been going on since Mania, since pre-Mania. I can't take it anymore. There is definitely, you know, some potential here in a heel Nakamura. He's definitely more entertaining than face Nakamura. But my God, end the feud. End it! I've had enough. On and on, just like the match. The match reflected the feud, the length of the feud itself. The match went on. The length of the match probably indicates that the feud is over. They've exhausted every single possibility they possibly can. They've done any move they possibly can to one another. That's it. And the thing is, you guys, you wanted this match so badly, and ever since Mania, these matches have been pretty, you know, subpar to say the least. AJ's a great wrestler, but these matches have not been good. They're just not. If we're even doing the Meltzer style of rating matches where we're not even caring about build-up and we're just talking about match quality or, you know, not even the importance of the match, it's not even a good quality match. This thing just went on and on. They're doing it, you know, 1,000 different little spots in here, and I'm just bored out of my mind. Even Wade Keller admitted in his review that he was slightly bored at parts of this match. Then you had Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey. You know, I like the finish that they did here. Alexa Bliss just comes in, hits them both with the briefcase, cashes in on Jax, and she screws Rousey. So obviously, what they're planning here is they're probably gonna wait till SummerSlam, I imagine. Or maybe they'll just do it at Extreme Rules and they'll have Rousey go over Alexa, finally winning the title. Rousey, once again, coming down to the ring, smiling away. Yeah, whoa! Hey, you just put the armbar on her on Raw. You should be fuming. And I know that they're trying to do a Jekyll and Hyde thing with her. Michael Cole even sells it on commentary. Oh, she's all smiles now, but when she gets in the ring, she shouldn't be all smiles ever. I am sick of the positivity. Oh, I'm so positive. No, just have her. You saw how she was just before the bell rang. She's bouncing and shit. You know, ready for the fight, ready to tear into Nia. Do it. Just do that. Stop with the hey, ho, ho, hey. Nobody likes that. That doesn't do anything for her. Nobody's like, oh, look at her smiling. She's such a great, happy person. No, I'm sorry. You heard the crowd tonight. You think anybody cares if she's smiling? She's a fighter. She hurt people for a living and she's smiling? But, the screw job finish was good. I like what they did there. It puts Alexa Bliss on top. Because they just didn't know what to do with her also without the title. It's like they had a hard time figuring out what to do with Alexa. This is what they have a problem with everybody. They take the title off somebody, just like with Jinder Mahal. And I don't know. I don't understand what we're doing wrong here. I don't understand why they're, we can't keep them relevant. We got to give them the title back. And that's what they do. They throw belts on people to keep them relevant, failing to realize that the belt is just a prop. The belt does nothing for anybody. They make the belt. It's not the other way around. People who hold the belt make it seem important. You don't just throw belts at people like, oh, it's prestigious. Then in the main event, it was Strowman winning the money in the... I would have given it to The Miz. I mean, having a guy like Strowman, have to cash in. Like, the fact that if he cashes in on Brock Lesnar, it's going to be like, I always think like Money in the Bank is the opportunist type of thing. You're going to cash in, you're going to take advantage of a situation. It shouldn't just be, it's like, he don't need to sneak attack anybody, take advantage when anybody's weak. He's Braun Strowman. Now, if The Miz did it, it'd make perfect sense. When you, just like how Alexa did it, you come out when the person's hurt, Nia's hurt, you take advantage of the situation. You don't just, you give it to Strowman, and it's like, okay, he's coming in. So you're showing that he couldn't beat Brock Lesnar in a regular match, like, twice. So now he has to, like, come out when he's hurt or after a match or something. We all know how this is going to go. That's why it's not a wise idea. And this is another match that, Kevin Owens, this is the thing that What Culture says. This is one of the safest eras in wrestling. Oh, it is? Is it now? Kevin Owens goes off like even a bigger ladder than when Jeff Hardy did it like WrestleMania 21 when he injured himself. He goes off the ladder backwards. Strowman throws him off the ladder. Owens goes backwards through the announce table. Safest era in wrestling, bar none there, folks. What Culture, you've done it again there. You've really inspired everybody to think outside the box. Safest era in wrestling. Also, Finn Balor, even Corey Graves talks about how he almost broke his damn ankles. Climbing a ladder from the outside, jumping to the inside. I mean, that move looks like garbage anyway. That coup de grace, I don't care what anybody says. The double stomp did not look good when Cesaro did it. It doesn't look good when Alberto Del Rio did it. It don't look good for anybody. Who also does it? Eddie Edwards in TNA. Nobody can make this move look good because it just looks dumb. It's just, no, it's not a good move. Don't like it. They should just get rid of that move. Give him something else. It looks like total garbage. Just have, what's that other move he has? The 916 or whatever the hell it's called. Just give him that. This move looks stupid as hell, and this like proved it even further. So yeah, there you go. Strowman, the Money in the Bank. It looks a little silly. A guy the size of Strowman. It would have been better with the Miz. Miz deserved it. It looked like he was going to sneak a few times in there, and they should have just given it to him. But, they know best, right? Because they're doing so well. Well, there you go, guys. There's your Money in the Bank review. This pay-per-view, clock it. 4 hours and 14 minutes they went off the air. 4 hours and 14 minutes. 4 hours and 14 minutes. WrestleMania used to not even be that long. I remember when WrestleMania 17 came along and they announced it was going to be 4 hours. It was like, whoa, it blew people's minds. But they were like, hey, you know what? It's WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania, guys. That's perfectly understandable. But here they are, just going... pay-per-views used to rarely make it to that 3 hour mark. They used to be like 2 hours and 45 minutes, as I've explained on countless occasions. And here you go, and you're basically just saying, okay, we don't really care. Let's just, we can do whatever we want. It's the network. 4 hours. You said it was going to be 4 hours. And you made sure it was 4 hours plus. I don't know what to tell you guys. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Please do what I said. If you could click the bell, if you could click subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, this has been your YWC champ and your Money in the Bank review. And I'm signing out.